his fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. But also throw the slider. But if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to.
So a man on base to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Taylor Ward in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Right through there for a strike. That one is absolutely belted. Into the dive, and he got it. What a play.
Batting third.
That's just a great effort right there. Beautiful job of tracking that ball down. It was sinking so quickly. So it's kind of a tough call. Do I lay out? Do I play it on the...
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Next offering is fouled back.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. Here's Pete Alonso. Yeah. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Carrying well. And gone. He sends it out of here. And the Orioles jump out in front. It's 2-0. Now at the plate, Dylan Beavers. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. And 1-2. Out towards right center field. Cruz running hard to get it. And that is that. All set for the start of the inning. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Marcell Ozuna. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1. Ozuna in his 13th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. The 0-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Connor Griffin. Swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. At the plate, Spencer Horwitz. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Henderson settles underneath it. And that is that. Back here in Baltimore, bottom of the second. Jeremiah Jackson now at the plate. 0-1. Live from beautiful Oriole Park, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Baltimore Orioles. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Number 17, Shohei Ohtani.
And this one is off and running. Swings through that. Smoked on the ground a second. One out in the top of the first. Here's Kyle Tucker. Radish. He gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
You look at what the elite pitchers do. They strike hitters out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. Play goes to first now, but he's back in. They put the tag on him, and that's a double play to end the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the hill for the Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport singing.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Oh, look at the stop. The feed for 1. To first. Double play. Nicely done. Base is empty after the double play. Here's Adley Rutschman. Now a step off the rubber to reset.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And that one is lifted in the air. Tucker settles under it. And that is that. Second inning set to go. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Will Smith. That's down. 1 hops off the wall.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Teoscar Hernandez swings through it for strike 1. Puts a bunt down. Safe. And they take the lead. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Here's Max Muncy. He's trying for third.
That's
Pitch is low. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Runner at third, nobody out. Here at the top of the second. And a big swing and a miss. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Puts a bunt down. Jackson, the flip, and he's in there as they jump ahead. A run scores.
Batting 8, shortstop.
1 out, man at first. Now here is Hesung Kim. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner goes again. Sack bunt towards third. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly.
Batting 9th, second baseman.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Alex Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Puts a bunt down. Save!
No.
And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. First and second, 1 out. Here's Ohtani. 0 for 1 so far. Runners on the move. And a foul ball. Two on, 1 out. On the ground to third. And it goes just foul.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Both runners go again. Pitch
Ball
misses.
2.
Throw to third. Save. Double steal. Squares and gets it down the left side. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. So here's Kyle Tucker now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a bunt right side. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. We head to the bottom of the second. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. What a stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. Now it's the rookie DH, Dylan Beavers. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, Boog, here's a nugget on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Well, he rarely travels without his tiny, fluffy dog, Mikan. Mikan is named after a famous mandarin orange from Japan whose peel near...
And he'll pull into second safely.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Jackson in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. One out and a runner at second, bottom half of inning number 2. On the ground to the left, Muncy. Throw to first in time. And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. Just missed. Beavers at second with 2 down. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Yamamoto checks the runner. Beavers back in on a dive. Man at second. To the right side, Freeman. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. Back here in Baltimore, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's, you know, just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is...
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. A solo shot. And they add on. It's 4-0. The batter now will be Will Smith. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Swings over the top of that one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Bunts it towards the mound. Toss to Alonso, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He was late there. Strike 1. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
It's not the first time a curveball's given them trouble. It's early, but they're swinging at pitches dropping out of the strike zone. They really need to recognize the ball sooner, make sure it stays up, and then that way they've got a good chance of making solid contact.
The 0-2 to the right side. Fires to first in time.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Max Muncy. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. And that bunted towards third.
Foul.
And that's just foul. The 0-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. In plenty of time to first. They get the out on Muncy. That ends the inning. Dodgers claw back a bit with this homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. set for the bottom of the
Leading
third.
off
Here's
for the
Leody
Orioles.
Taveras.
Center fielder, Leody Taveras.
Yamamoto back to work. That one fouled off. And it's fouled away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Ball one.
Right side. Freeland slings to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Kobe Mayo. The next to hit for the Orioles. That one ripped but foul. Mayo hitting ninth in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2020. That one ripped. Reaching down and makes the grab.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Henderson at the plate now, and that's strike one. 2 down, nobody on. And that's a base hit into left field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And here is Taylor Ward. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. On the ground at first. And foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Runner goes again. Got him. That's the 3rd out. All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Short the bunt and missed it. And the count 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now here is Hesung Kim. Reached on an infield single his first time. Bunted back towards the mound. Fires over to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Next for the Dodgers.
2 down, bases empty. Alex
Freeland
Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off.
High.
2 down, nobody on. A little bit
Down low.
It's 2-2. This one in the air right field. Cowser makes his way towards it. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Back now at Oriole Park. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Coming to you live from Southern California, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. And taking the ball for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Into the outfield, base hit. And a man aboard.
Wastes no time there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. Just underway. Crowd getting settled here at Dodger Stadium. And a strike to Gleyber. Runner takes off. Got him swinging. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. So now with 1 away and a man at second. Now the third baseman, Colt Pete. Freeland whips it to first. And there's 2 down. Here's Riley Green.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Ball down.
No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Fouled off. He was late. Throw on to Freeman, and that will end the inning. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And now the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And a base hit. And he's into second with nobody out.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift on to the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it.
Here's Kyle Tucker. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. Strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Man at second.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away. The batter now will be Will Smith. Base hit! Here's Ohtani flying around third. He will score, and they take the lead. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Freddie Freeman swings through it for strike 1. One out and a runner at second.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Swing and he popped it up. 2 down. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Gets him to chase after that one.
It's going to be a long day if they call that pitch for a strike every time.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
This one in the air, center field. Perez on the move. Pulls up and it drops for a hit. In comes the run from second. It's an RBI single and they lead by 2.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it. Just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Ball.
Hernandez off of first with 2 away. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display, and this guy's out there on the hill.
Swings through it for the K. Top of the second. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So up next, Kerry Carpenter.
That's a ball.
Ohtani in his 9th season, 31 years old, and a 4-time MVP, one of the faces of the league. That one in the dirt, ball 3. And that's outside it is ball 4, and he's on base. Here comes Torque to the plate. That one in the dirt and gets away. No advance, though. Right there for a strike. That's off the mark, and that is ball 1. Line drive, base hit. Carpenter round second on his way to third. Coming home. And now they trail by 1.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Got him. 2 gone. Matt Vierlin digs in down. Swing and a miss at a slider. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here at the top of the second. Fastball for a strike. Off the mark there. Ball one. And the runner's coming home. Got him swinging. They limit the damage. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Poppet. That gets down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, get that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do.
Next to hit, Tae-Sung Kim. Swing and a ground ball. It's through for a hit.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Can't get there. Base hit. Here comes the throw. Safe at the plate, and they lead by 2.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes.
There's one. Goes to second. Safe there. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Golden opportunity right here.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Swing and a miss.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Torkelson. Not in time. He's safe. Runners at the corners here, 1 away. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. First time up was a pop out.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Late with the swing there. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Bottom half of inning number 2. Just off the outside part of the plate. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Two on, 2 outs. Out towards right center field, and it's into the gap. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Back here in LA, and here's the Tiger leadoff man, Kevin McGonigal. Here's the 0-2. In the air to left center. Hernandez on the move. And there's one down. Here's Gleyber Torres. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Keith stands in now and watches strike 1.
Ball.
That one missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
In the air, out towards left center. And that is that. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the inning, Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. Late on that fastball.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here comes Max Muncy. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a high fly ball left field. 2 up, 2 down. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Late on that fastball.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Way out front for strike 2. Two down, nobody on. And that is that. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now